This is recording 608. Okay, so I have a couple of recordings to make. This one is going to be, I got more decode to help you solve more crimes. This one is current news stories. So there was a shooting in Los Angeles. Okay, so this is the decode that goes to that. So Skylab. Okay, so that's a reference to the department store Mervyn's. And then she's using Marvin the Martian. Okay, and then that connects to Springdale. She's obviously using a Simpsons reference and obviously using a Jerry Springer reference. Okay, and CL code and all of that. But connecting the two together, it's Martian Spa. And Spawn Ranch is Charles Manson, of course. So that's what I told you what she's doing. Remember, I told you she makes that drip noise? Remember, I told you what she's doing? So, anyway, also in this is Corbin Carson. Okay. So then you have Carson Prairie Scott. So, Prairie, Little House on the Prairie, LHOP, and then Peary, and then Scott, which would go to Thought Police, Orson Welles, and then obviously Johnny Carson, and then obviously California Closets. She hid in the closet when she killed Sharon Tate. Then Southgate. Okay, so see all code on everything South, see all code on everything Gate. And then in the picture, in the article, it looks like somebody chose the specific cops to go out there. Okay, so they knew the numbers on the cars. So whoever was controlling the cops, which might have been her, she might have been racketing this because she very obviously committed this crime. In fact, while I was decoding it, she was in my brain and she was admitting to it. And then she goes, Christina, thank you. Thank you. Right after she got done admitting to it. And there were people on listening my brain. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe this. She's lying and she's switching around who's who, okay? And she keeps saying that it's Christina and it's Jean. And then she changed her voice like 2 or 3 or 4 times over and over. So she's got multiple voice sets that she's using, and people were like, oh my God, she's like flat out lying. That girl is literally decoding it. She's in there decoding, and they're talking about me. She's literally decoding it. I know that bitch did it. I know Jean did it. And she is like literally lying. But they can't tell like whose name is who. So she has both of our name censored out, or she has my name going and her name censored out, because I had to say, okay, like she's gonna blame me and say it's me, so go the opposite. So then they signal go the opposite, and they go, okay, I know who did it. I know who did it. The lady that drives the Jeep. That's the lady. And then they're like, that's the lady that Christina turned in, and they were like totally freaking out. So there are authorities on in my brain in Secret Service listening in, and they're communicating and they're listening in, and they're like, can you believe this? Like, they're like, can you believe this? Like, this is everywhere. People are freaking out because this woman is literally committing crime everywhere. And she's lying about who it is, and she's lying about who did it. But anyway, so the cop car, the picture, they had to control who the cop cars were. So it could have been her trying to run a racket, or it could have been somebody signaling that they know that it was Jean using self-deprecation, because the car, both doors were open. So the car looks like it's somebody like being crucified. And if you add the numbers on the one cop car, it's 419. And then if you add the numbers on the other car, it's Queen. Or if you reverse it, it would be me, it would be Alice. So it looks like Jean is trying to martyr herself and trying to racket herself, is what it looks like to me. Um, then she also encoded in there, she'd make sure it was near Patriot Point. And what she's doing is she's playing a game. Remember, I told you this is all a gigantic kill game to her. So, um, that's what she's doing. So she's using her little Betsy Ross XO, and she's like, "Look, I killed people. Here's a point for me." And she's using actual Patriot Point, which is near. Which I didn't know this. I've been out there before. Which is near, and obviously this is no coincidence because everything wraps around my life. Which is near Sunset Beach, which there's a song by the Eagles that's Sunset Bay. So anyway, so she's using the Eagles and she's using Patriot Point. So then she also encodes in HEB Grocery. Okay, so there she's stalking my ex-husband. And then this is next to or near Oxnard. I remember Huntington Beach when I went to Oxnard. Okay, so and then and now here present day I'm in Oxford because she's controlling my entire life. What is at Oxnard and then Oxford FOAN a phone? That's what she's doing with that. So the distance between Huntington Beach and Oxnard is 3 hours distance. Then also near that is Lancaster, which is also a city. So is Sunset. Oh, Sunset Grill is by the Eagles. Sunset Bay is a place in Buffalo, New York. And Lancaster is the town that I was thinking of that I couldn't remember. It's off a Transit Road. That's where Ted Kaczynski is from. So there's a Lancaster, California that's near here too. And Huntington is also a city in Caball. Okay. And then, and Wayne County. So again, she's stalking my ex-husband. In the U.S. state of West Virginia. In West Virginia, again, she's using Charles Manson. So it looks like she did this with a group of people that she's in town with. They would know that she did it. They did it with her. It's obvious. And I'm not saying that the people that she's stalking in here did it. I'm saying that the people that are obsessed with them, just like Gina's obsessed with me, they all committed the crime. They steal everybody's identities. Okay, and then this was in this was in Southgate, California. A woman shot and killed by Southgate police on Monday was a suspect in a shooting earlier in the morning in Huntington Beach. It was on San Carlos Avenue, just north of Firestone Boulevard. Okay, so, all right, so then I went to New Mexico, to Albuquerque, and it looked like, sometimes I'll go to states and it'll look pretty good, and then sometimes I'll go to states and I'll see the news and it's loaded with crimes that Gina's committed. In New Mexico, when I checked it this time, looked in pretty good shape. I could only see like 1 or 2 crimes that Gene Robertson or Manson Occult committed. And then in Denver, I went to Denver News, and there was all kinds of crimes that Gene had committed. There's just too many to even report. One of them, a notable one, was apartment complex near the Broncos headquarters in Arapahoe County hit by mail thieves. So mail, Arapahoe, Broncos, and then what she used here was she's using Lonesome Dove, Big Valley, Dukes of Hazzard. So she's pretending in these crimes, again, that it's the cartel doing it. And it's really freaking her. And what she's doing is she's trying to create civil war, and she's trying to work like both. She's like trying to work over both people, and she's hell-bent at it. Like, she will not stop blaming people for the crimes that she's committed, which is now beginning to really piss off the cartel. because you're, if I can speak, like it seems like you're stifling, which I know you hear people, I know government, you've got to be listening to people, but you're stifling the voice and silencing the voice of people who are trying to tell you that it is Gene Roberts and her damn demonic occult doing it. It is not them doing it. She is stalking their people too and allowing her to blame everything on everyone else and not arrest her. I mean, she's got all kind of hideouts here. Today she was like hacking the freaking crap out of me. Like, I don't understand why she's not being arrested. And then at the same time, I understand because she's got people held under threat, she's got people kidnapped, and she's running her hostage racket. So that's what she's doing with the Lonesome Dove and the Big Valley and the Dukes of Hazzard. And then another thing you're going to want to pay attention to, obviously, you're probably checking on this all over the place, is this is another example, measles outbreak, Mesa County. And this probably combines with mesothelioma. I can't pronounce it. She's the one that committed that crime. Gene Roberts did, where the military was poisoned. Okay, so it looks like that combines with the measles, and you know her obsession with the word me. Okay, so I would check this and see if she caused that measles outbreak. And I can't remember where Mesa County is, but you would know just by looking it up. So anyway, that's it for this recording.